I've seen things, terrible things, like playing with fire. Hey up guys, so I'm into like day 54 of self-isolation. I was looking through my old notebooks to see if I jotted down any ideas as to what I could make for content, and I just so happened to stumble upon a script that I wrote for Andy Flickman's abysmal family comedy, Playing with Fire. To be honest, I'm just sick of looking at this script, so I was just like, maybe I should just do it. Like, you haven't thrown it away, there must be a reason. And yeah, I was just looking for something to do today, so I was like, alright, let's just do this. Quarantine will make you do some crazy shit. I was gonna review this movie while I was away in Australia for Christmas. I actually even wrote Happy Boxing Day on the script. That's when I was gonna schedule it to release this movie. The first line I wrote was, ugh, this movie is so shit. So, let's talk about it. So, Playing with Fire is directed by Andy Flickman, the man responsible for giving us such gems as You Again and Blart Mall Cop 2. So that should give you a clue as to the quality of this film already. Playing with Fire stars Cena, Leguiziamo, and Keegan Michael as a trio of smoke jumpers, which are essentially firefighters, but cooler, apparently. And after rescuing 3 kids from a burning cabin, they have to look after these 3 kids until their parents can come pick them up. So, yeah, you can imagine chaos and mishaps and all sorts of shenanigans ensue. It's a family comedy, but comedy is not a fair word to describe this film. Comedy implies laughter. There were no laughs in this film. I went into this film with an open mind because I know I'm not the primary target audience. This film is aimed at children. If the children are enjoying it, then at least it's done its job. I saw this film at a multimedia screen back in December with mostly children, and I am not lying when I said neither kids or adults were laughing in this film. The film's go-to source for comedy is the lowest common denominator of humor: slapstick, juvenile, and poop humor. Normally, these things with children will elicit some laughter from them, but in this screening, I swear to God, the reaction was this. Yeah. Where are the laughs? I was bored watching this film, but the kids in the audience seemed just as unengaged with it as I was. And for a family film, that's a problem. This film feels like it was made to be released in the 90s. It's got that vibe of a family comedy from that decade. The gags involve the grown-ups slipping and falling over in grease, multiple scenes involving poop, there's a baby with a nail gun, a rogue fire hose. The music is undeservingly epic, and it's trying way too hard, and the film ends with a cringy dance scene where none of the actors look like they want to be there. By today's standards, this feels so lazy, cheap, and half-assed. There's a forced romance between John Cena's Jack and toad-loving scientist Dr. Amy Hicks, who's played by Judy Greer. Because of course there is. Judy Greer must have needed the paycheck. John Leguiziamo is straight up awful in this film. I felt so sad for him. What has his career come to? And Keegan Michael is trying so hard to make it funny, but it just comes across as desperate. And the kids in this film, they're cute, but oh my god are they annoying. Particularly disappointed by Brianna Hildebrand, who plays the eldest of the 3 kids, Bryn. She was so wooden in this. 2 times where the kids' lives were in danger, once in a burning cabin, and the second time on the edge of a cliff. And neither time do any of the 3 kids show any fear for the situation. And why does John Cena repeatedly keep taking his shirt off? This is a children's film. To sum up guys, Playing with Fire feels like one of those films where everybody on set was probably having a fun time making it, but that fun doesn't translate into a fun experience for the audience. This film is a slog. It's only 90 minutes long, but it felt way longer than that. I laughed maybe once in this film. The kids in the audience, maybe 3 times. It is a hot mess. So let's ask those 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Are you having a laugh? Second question, do I recommend it for you guys? That is a no to everybody, both kids and adults. It is a torturously and painfully unfunny film. It is not worth 90 minutes of your life. I've watched this movie so you don't have to. Even if you're looking for something just to distract your children, don't put on Playing with Fire. I recommend Scarface over Playing with Fire. And question number 3, what score am I going to give it out of 10? I really don't have much in terms of positives for this film. Everything about this is collectively bad. The direction, the script, the music, the performances, audience engagement, sound mixing, editing, it's all terrible. It seems like nobody on this project actually cared about making a decent movie. It's a family film which feels out of place in today's climate. It feels like something from the 90s, and the biggest sin of all is that kids didn't enjoy it. So I'm going to give Playing with Fire a measly 0.5 out of 10. Yes, it's possible to go lower than a 1 actually. This film is just trash. There we go guys, that was my rant about Playing with Fire. But as always, this is just one Blink's opinion. Want to hear from you guys. Have you seen this movie? Is it awful? It is. There is no saving grace with this film, but I do want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit like, don't forget to click. And if you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, it's on the video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.